Can the $1,400 stimulus check be garnished or taken from you by debt collectors or bill collectors? That's what we're going to focus on in this video. So let's talk about it. Yes, in some instances, it may actually be taken from you by debt collectors. However, there is a strategy around this, which I'll be sharing with you here in just a minute. It might be a little bit more difficult to pull off, but we're going to try it anyway. And based on my dedication to you, being your daily advocate, helping you get all the money that you're eligible to receive, and in this instance, keeping all of the money that you have coming due to you, we're going to do what we can to stick it to them and make sure that you keep all of that money. So yeah, if you like that, make sure that you're subscribed by hitting the button right down below the video, and feel free to share this video if you find that anybody else would benefit from this information. All right. Let's talk about this. Let's take it slow. This is an important video, and I want to do what I can to help you out through this time. All right. So this stimulus bill that was signed into law yesterday by the president, it was actually passed through Congress in a different form, different than the other two stimulus packages that contained the stimulus checks. Therefore, since it was passed with this new method, budget reconciliation, it has unfortunately opened the door to creditors to potentially come in and take your $1,400. Not cool, right? How would that be? We've all been waiting for this money desperately for so long. All of a sudden you get it, and then they take it from you. That is not cool at all. However, let's talk about this a little further, and then I'll share that strategy with you on how we can potentially avoid this. So yeah, since the budget reconciliation process is the method in which they used to pass this stimulus bill, unfortunately, we're potentially looking at another potential downfall here of this passing. So again, it's all good, but this is just one of the bad things about the method in which they used. However, so here's the deal. The IRS is not going to garnish your stimulus check, the $1,400. It's not the IRS that we're worried about. It's not about the government. It has nothing to do with the government. They will not garnish your stimulus check. It's not going to be the government or the IRS for back taxes. It's not going to be the government's for any other past due bills or anything like that with the government. It will not be garnished for child support. Nothing like that. Here is where it could potentially be garnished. From private creditors or bill collectors. Here's the deal. Here's how they can get around this. So since the IRS will be issuing your payment to your bank account, right? The IRS, they're cool with it. They're like, hey, we're not going to take your money. Don't worry. We'll send you your money. It's not the government or the IRS. However, when it hits your bank account, that's when all blank could break loose. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's where things could hit the fan. That is when the private creditors could potentially come in and take the money right out of your account. This is how this works. Private creditors, like bill collectors, debt collectors, whatever, private creditors, they could be in contact with your banking institution. And they could say, hey, that Matt guy on YouTube owes me $5,000. Can you freeze his account? And then when he gets his $1,400 stimulus check, we are going to take it because he owes us money. So that's how this could potentially work. Your banking institution could potentially freeze your account, and they could potentially garnish that $1,400 as soon as it hits your account and give it to the creditor. So that's how this would potentially work. So we don't have to worry about the IRS. It's when the money hits your account, that's when we need to worry about it potentially being taken. So one really good thing about this is there are banking institutions. There's a banking group that is reaching out to Congress right now in a letter saying, hey, Congress, we need you to pass a standalone bill to protect the American people from private garnishment of their $1,400 stimulus check. As of right now, this has not been passed by Congress. So we're really hoping that maybe there's a hope that Congress would pass a standalone bill to protect the American people from private garnishments of their $1,400 stimulus check once it hits your account. So I know I said that a few times, but I just want to make it very clear because a lot of people might think, well, it's the IRS, they're going to take it. Nope, it's not the IRS that we're worried about. It's not the government that we're worried about. It's the private guys. Those are the ones we need to worry about right now who could potentially grab your money. So now you're thinking, well, you said you have a strategy, right? You're a strategy guy, right? You claim to be a strategy guy. Share that strategy with us. Well, here's what it is. This might be hard to pull off simply because it's hard to change payment methods with the IRS. If the IRS has direct deposit information on file, that's what they're going to do. They're going to send you a direct deposit. However, there's like very limited ways in which you can update your banking information with the IRS. Basically, you would need to file a tax return in order to do that. Well, that's really not ideal for a lot of people, right? And it takes a while for them to process the tax returns. But here's the strategy around this. If you happen to be somebody that owes, like you have a debt collector coming after you and you have a private collector coming after you trying to get your $1,400, if you happen to get a $1,400 check, like physical paper check in the mail, like this isn't a check, but well, never mind. You know what I mean. I was going to hold up like an example of a check. You know what I mean. A paper check in your mailbox. If you happen to get a paper check in your mailbox, here's the strategy. You could cash that check rather than going to your bank. You could cash that check at like a retail store or one of these cash checking or check cashing services. You know, they're all over the place. You could cash it there, get cash back, and then they cannot have access to that $1,400. Now, again, I am not telling you what to do. I cannot give you advice. This is not advice at all, but rather I'm just telling you this is an option if you happen to get a paper check. You could bypass the banking system. You could go to one of these retail stores, maybe like a Walmart or any of these cash checking, I keep saying that, check cashing services, check cashing services, and you could cash it there, grab a wad of cash, and then there you go. You are off and free. Nobody has to even know anything about it, right? But here's the downfall about this strategy. Typically, these check cashing services, I wanted to make sure I said it correctly that time. These check cashing services, here's the problem. Typically, they charge quite a bit of money to do this. I'm not sure what like a Walmart charges, but some of these services charge like a huge fee to cash a check. So that's not cool at all. But I guess if you have to pay $100 to cash a $1,400 check, I get it. It's not fun, but it could potentially avoid a debt collector taking the entire $1,400. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the real strategy is. I mean, I'm not really sure what the real answer is about this, but I mean, these are just some options around this. So again, it's not the IRS, it's not the government, it's not child support that is going to garnish your payment. It's not any of those. It's going to be the private guys that want to come in and take your money from you when you get that $1,400. So it'll hit your account, but as soon as it hits your account, that's when the problems could occur from people trying to grab this, the debt collectors, the private guys. So unfortunately, the budget reconciliation process has been able to get us this bill a little bit more quickly, but yet it opened the door for these guys to potentially take your money, which is not cool. So I'll keep you posted on this. If Congress actually happens to pass this standalone bill and get your checks protected, of course, I'll let you know. As of this recording, it is not passed yet. Hopefully they do something, because that would not be fun for a lot of you who are really looking forward to this money. All of a sudden it hits your account and boom, it's gone, right? Not cool at all. I don't like that. So anyway, I hope this helps you out to some capacity. Thanks again for your support. I really do appreciate it. Have a nice day, and I'll probably catch you again soon. Either way, I will continue to be your advocate. I'm always a strategy guy. There's always a way around everything. You just got to know how, right? There's always a way. You just need to know how. So anyway, hope this helps you out. Thanks again, everybody. I really, I'm just doing what I can for you. So enjoy your day, and I'll catch you in the next video.